So this was the old courtroom. So this little guy is actually where they used the bathroom.
I could probably spend a couple years here.
Man. Welcome to the channel of the Roving Veterans.
I'm Rob.
And I'm Bethany.
And don't forget about our dog, the Traveling Maverick.
We chose our name because we RV, and we're also both military veterans.
We bought our first camper in 2020 and been full-time ever since.
On this episode, we're going to be at Fort Smith National Historic Site, which is a military base. Well, it used to be. While we're there, you'll get to see what prison used to look like back in those days. No thank you. Arkansas, we made it! Rob decided this morning he wanted to do a little checkup on the tires and all that and such. Because yesterday he realized that something looked a little off with the middle tire on the camper. So we brought it to Discount Tire because, well, those are the easy place to go across the country, right?
The reason I noticed it is it looked like it was ballooned out a little bit. It looked like it was overpressure. So it looked slightly larger than my other tires, and the tread in the middle was out a little farther than the edges, indicating to me that it had way too much pressure in it. Feeling it, it was hot. So I think it was an old tire and that old metal in there. I filled it up to, max pressure, but going down the road, it got hot, and the tire was physically getting hot to the touch, and I could see down through the rubber to the metal wires when I really started inspecting it today. So I'm glad that we got it changed before it was a problem, because it was gonna let go. I mean, it would have happened eventually.
So today we are at Fort Smith in Arkansas. It's on the Arkansas-Oklahoma border, and we are going to do this little tour as well. So here we go. So this is the outside area, what it looks like at this Fort Smith. And this is the Gallows. You don't want to be that person. Man, look at this. I don't guess I've ever thought about how they killed people. I mean, you've heard about it in school and such. Like, it happened, but you don't see it. You know what I mean? Check this out. Can you imagine losing your life in front of people? That's crazy, huh? This is where many people lost their life for their crimes. Wow. That is, man. It's kind of eerie when you think about it. Okay, so it just really hit me that a bunch of people died right here. I'm gonna walk this way now. That is where they would have hanged all of their murderers and their rapists, because back then their rapists were sentenced to death. How about that? I wonder how many people go around raping people in 2023 if they knew the end of that would be death.
I call bottom bunk.
You call bottom bunk?
Yep. Taking a nap.
No, you're doing it wrong. Come here, let me show you this one. Come here. Are you ready?
Ooh, this one's got a mattress.
Now get in there.
Comfy. Hey, wait.
Say again?
I didn't really think this through.
I didn't think you did, but I did.
It's not tough. It's not so bad. I could probably spend a couple years here.
What about with your stinky bunkmate who hadn't had a shower?
That wets the bed at night.
Oh goodness, I hope they would.
On you.
Ew. Now try to get out. I want to see what happens.
It's kind of woven metal.
Yeah, I know, right? You ain't going anywhere. Now let's see if Rob can get out of prison without me opening it for him. So it doesn't really work.
You really think you were gonna trap me?
Yes, I did. I was hoping to. Oh wait, it's right there.
Shut it, you goof.
Oh, I didn't shut it all the way.
Shut it all,
I guess I shouldn't be a prison guard, should I?
Very good prison guard.
I guess that I missed. It's good I missed that calling, because there was no calling for that with me, huh?
Yeah. And I hope YouTube starts paying you, because you ain't got any hope as a prison guard.
Anatomy of the jailhouse. Man. I guess you don't really think about it too much, but that'd be a terrible way to get killed. Man, look at these. I guess. It's a tiny cell. That might be about the size of my room when I was in Afghanistan at Bamiyan. That's real life. That was the size of my room. But I didn't share it with somebody like these dudes did. But this tiny little room, I'm in it now. That Rob's go away and he can't lock me in. Even though I tried to lock him. So this little guy is actually where they used the bathroom. They kept their bucket in there apparently, and it was ventilated to go up to the roof from there. Very interesting. Can you imagine? It sounds pretty terrible. I bet it smells in here because, well, I just thought of something. Whose job is it to empty those buckets? Or do they do it themselves? Surely they would do it themselves. Nobody wants that job, right? Guess this is kind of set up like a little, what would it be like back in the day? I guess you had to figure out some kind of gang back then, huh? That is so interesting. Wow. Cherokee Bill's last victim, 1895. Man with shackles, you ain't breaking out of those. There was a Bethany of 1883. Check this out. This lady was expert marksman with her pistol. That's me. No, for real. When I was in the Army, I qualified expert on my M16 and M4, same thing, in my pistol. Never thought about prison back in the day. So this was the old courtroom from back then. You saw the jail, now this is the courtroom.
Prosecutor here. Defense was there with the bad guy. The two guards keeping on the bad guy.
Okay. They got their spittoon or whatever they call it, right?
Not everybody can hit that spittoon. And eventually the carpet got so bad they had to reorder it and get a new carpet. Of course, this is the original. But what we found out was the original order for the replacement carpet. And so this is a reproduction of what was the replacement carpet that they had to order because nobody could hit the spittoon.
Really looked up what this place was, but I just saw it was a historic site and we decided to come, but very interesting. I'm glad we did. I guess I can't skip Army life, huh? 1850s. I'm sure we had it way better than they did. Toothbrush or a mustache. That's really gross when you think about it. This little block of what appears to be concrete was the boundary between Arkansas and Indian Territory. So apparently my side is Arkansas and Maverick is in Indian Territory. They try to say that this area was the gateway for peacekeeping between the natives and the white people, the Union Army, we'll put it that way. As you will see in later on in this episode or in a different episode, I'm not sure yet, depends on how much time this one is. You will see where this place gave orders to Washita, where they slaughtered, the Union soldiers slaughtered the natives. That order came from this place. So while the camper was getting worked at Discount Tire, we went to Fort Smith to see the history there. And now we are about to actually go and meet up with one of my friends. He's a truck driver, so we're gonna meet him along his route. crazy how that works, isn't it? So we're about to go eat lunch, and then we're done with that. We're gonna go back, pick the camper up. We just got a phone call that the camper is fixed and ready. Preventative maintenance right there versus aftermath.
Now Bethany's got a little stick to throw his ball with. Whew. That sucker goes.
He's like, okay, this is a lot longer to run than I'm used to.
Yeah, that'll wear him out a lot quicker. And we got the setup right here. Right in the Walmart parking lot. Where are we at tonight? Hot Springs Village, Arkansas. All right, folks. Stay tuned. Bedtime. Is he being a good boy? Is he being a good boy? Oh, he's okay though. He needed a bath real bad. He was a dirty buddy. He was a dirty. I'm sorry, buddy. You look real miserable right now, but it's okay. I promise. It's okay, Bubba.
But I'm not shocked. He makes it bad.
Mr. Mavman does not like getting baths. Bath time is not his favorite.
Good news is we're only like, what, 7 hours from home or something? Let's go here.
All right.